Hey, what is up? Let's start out with a formal greeting from me to you. What is happening? I am coming to you live from a bum-y looking Stacy. That's right, I got my little hair horn right here. Don't go down, you already know. But I did want to make this video quick because I read this comment this morning and I wanted to answer it. So it says, I am going to turn 12 this year and my mother believes I'm too young to be bisexual. She just found out today and she doesn't accept me. She wants me to have a mindset that gay, lesbian, or bisexual isn't normal. And I love my mother and I love my dad and brother too. I don't want a relationship to break all because I'm a different sexuality. I just want to be accepted. I'm assuming that's what they tried to say. So you could probably see why I wanted to make this video, because I think it is very important for somebody to come into this person's life, you if you're watching, to come into your life to tell you it's okay. I know you don't want to hear this, but you're only 11. You're about to be 12 years old. You're so young, and I'm not saying it in the way that your parents or your mom might be saying it. I mean, you have so much time ahead. You have time on your side. For now, take it easy. I know you said your worry is that you don't want to lose your family. You would just want to be accepted by your parents. It's totally understandable, and I totally get you. You don't want that relationship to break. Ooh, am I hearing thunder or am I hearing trash cans? That's thunder. All right, well, welcome the thunders. So I know that that's something that really gets to you and something that you really want. And I don't blame you. The thing is, because you're young and because you live underneath their roof, what they say goes. It doesn't mean you have to stop being yourself. For right now, the only way to show your parents or to show anybody that it's not a phase and that it's not just something you decided to say or a trend or whatever it is by just giving time. There's things in this life that, you know, you're gonna soon enough see that sometimes you just can't prove, and you just have to let time take its course. And I think that's exactly what you need to do right now. I think focus more on having a relationship with your parents and your family. And I know that something that may be weighing heavy on your conscience is the fact that in order to have a good relationship with them, you want them to accept you. You want them to know that you are bisexual and be okay with it. And everybody's story is going to be different. And right now, in your story, this is happening to you for a reason. And I think instead of letting it debilitate you and make you feel bad or worse or scared, I think it should empower you to say, hey, you know what? This is not meant to stay like this forever. I gotta give time. I've gotta be patient with time. I gotta be patient with myself. I gotta be patient with my parents, because your parents don't know any better either. And I say that with confidence because they aren't bisexual, at least not that I know of. So I totally see where you're coming from, but I just think the one thing to remember right now is to just focus on other things. Focus on other things while time progresses, while time passes. Sometimes you just have to keep these things to yourself, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Sometimes you just need to watch out for your safety and your security, because you never know. Maybe, I don't know if your parents are the kind of parents that would kick you out because of your sexuality. I don't know. I always advise to watch out for your safety and your protection, and you should know what that is because you live with your parents. You know your parents. I have not even the slightest idea, other than your parents does not accept it right now. So just know that just because they don't accept it right now, or just because she doesn't accept it right now, doesn't mean it's going to stay like that forever. It doesn't mean that's always going to be the answer. A lot of things are going to happen in every single one of your lives, of each of your family members, including you. That's going to change so much for you guys, and things are just going to change a lot. And these things are going to open up your eyes, her eyes, their eyes to so many different things. And I think you should definitely be patient and wait around to see where that brings you. And eventually you're gonna start to realize that living for yourself is the most important thing that you can do, is just live for yourself, because in the end, the only person that could be you is you. Nobody else can be you. Nobody else can live for you. Nobody else can do these things like you can. In the meantime, I think just relax a bit. I know how bad it may make you feel to not feel that acceptance and that you fit in or that you can relate or whatever it is. But trust me, your sexuality doesn't define you. Just like your mom, right now, there are going to be many people down the road that are not going to accept you, that are not going to be okay with it. But the good thing is that you'll get to choose whether you want to keep those people in your life or you don't. And your family eventually are going to have the choice to either come around or not. It is very true what they say, that most fear what they don't know. You fear the unknown. That might be something big for your mom, that she's scared. And that's the way she handles things. And maybe down the road, she gets to learn a little bit more about it. She gets to see it through watching you live your life. And that changes everything for her. And that shows her and that helps her see the reality of the situation, of your situation, of her family situation. And so that's why I say all these things are gonna happen, all these events in your life, situations, all this stuff is gonna happen and it's gonna begin to unravel. But that is why you just gotta go about living your life. Just live your life, just relax, just let it all fall into place and focus on what's important to you. Like school, your education, getting ahead in life, following your dreams, figuring out what your dreams are in life, your goals, your wants, your desires. That's what's important about what you wanna do with your life, where you wanna go with it, what you wanna be in the future, and focus all on that. And remember that your sexuality is just another quality of you. It doesn't define you. Again, your safety is the most important part. And sometimes, I don't know, you have to figure this out for yourself. Sometimes it's just safer to play it safe and not come out and harp on the same issue over and over again until the coast is clear. It doesn't mean you have to hide from the world. You have to measure that safety. You have to measure, engage the situation and figure it out for yourself if it's safe to do so here, if it's safe to do so with this person. That is also part of life. And it shouldn't be this giant like job that you have to get done. It's just something that you should have in mind and think about. That's why I say don't rush things. Don't think that you need to label yourself. Don't think that this is a requirement. It's not. Thankfully, it is not a law. That gives you the freedom to figure it out on your own time. And everybody is on their own timeline of life. And sometimes you think that you're bisexual now, and down the road when you meet somebody else that changes everything for you, you're like, wow, I'm not bisexual. I'm actually lesbian, or I'm gay. That's why I say don't pressure yourself like society pressures you to label yourself, to slap a label on yourself. You don't need a label. Labels aren't needed. Of course, if you want to label yourself, you're more than welcome to, just as much as the next person is, but you don't really need a label. Because I've also just thought about how much trying to figure it out and how much a label adds pressure onto you, added pressure onto you from already trying to fit into your skin, from already trying to figure out if you like boys or girls or who you are. It just adds more and more pressure and makes things worse and can cause more confusion. So that's why I say just love who you love. Just be who you are. Just grow into your skin at your own pace. Get what I'm saying? Forget what he or she says is right or wrong, or the way to do it or not the way to do it. Live by your own standards. That's always going to be changing. That's why it's best to live by your own expectations, to live by your own standards, and stop worrying so much about those around you. Now I know, again, you are young, so it differs for every single person at different ages, but it might take you a while to grasp the concept. But don't give up. Keep going with that, because that's what it takes. Life is also about working on yourself and figuring things out for you, little by little, figuring out what works and what doesn't. Trial and error. You just gotta find the way to make this right here, your heart happy, genuinely happy. And if right now your safety is in the hands of just keeping it on the low right now and not labeling yourself, sometimes that's what we have to do. Let's just be honest. Sometimes that's what we have to do, but it doesn't mean that we have to completely hide ourselves. So long as you accept yourself 100% for who you are, regardless of whether you are accepted here or there or not, or home at school, whatever it could be, that is all that matters. That's more than enough. Your own acceptance, your own true, genuine self-love and support is what matters most. So I hope that this video speaks to you. Have faith that down the road, down the line, things are gonna get better for you, and your parents could have the possibility of coming around. Right now they think what they think, and like I said, instead of worrying so much about that, use that worry and that stress and that time and that confusion to focus it on something else in life that is so damn important to you, that makes you so happy. Focus it on that and trust. You will see that little by little, by redirecting your thoughts and your mind and your energy into something that really does make you happy and smile, it goes a long way, and it makes things so much better, and it helps you see things through a new perspective, possibly a positive perspective, a better perspective. Just give yourself some time, give time, give your parents time, your family time, give your world some time to go around. Smile, laugh, have fun, go out and enjoy life, enjoy your family. My point is that you have to take the initiative to find what works for you and what helps you through moments like this, and just keep going. If one thing fails, you gotta keep going. That's just how life is. As soon as you realize that, the more powerful you begin to feel, the more that you'll see that you'll be able to take on anything that comes into your life, and you'll be ready to kick some butt. So hang in there and just know that things always happen for a reason, and that reason is always a better reason that lies ahead. Yes, thank you so much for leaving a comment on my video. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You gave me a nice little topic to make a video about, and I hope that this video reaches out to more eyes and more ears, especially of those who are having trouble with this at the moment. And the same thing goes for any friends or family or other family members that are maybe not immediate, or anyone that is just not accepting. I really do hope that this video helps you watching in some way realize that just because they don't accept it now does not mean that they're just never going to accept it. Sometimes it is that way, sometimes it's not. And I think so long as we stay optimistic and we have a positive perspective for ourselves and the future and what the future holds for us, and know that we are in control of our future, no matter if things go well for us or not, you know, that's really gonna help us, especially when stuff like this goes on. So thank you so much again. If you know anybody who needs to hear these words, please, 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 please pass this forward. You never know who you could be helping, and somebody near you right now might be in need. So please take a second and share this forward, or say something that I said in this video to them. Again, you never know who you could be helping, and helping is absolutely wonderful, and it really is such a good feeling when you do help. So with that being said, if you want to see more of me, I was gonna say my screen is on my social medias. My social medias are on the screen or down below, and if you like what you see, I invite you to follow me if you already follow me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching this video, and remember, if there's one thing that I want to call to mind, there are actually three. No matter the highs or lows, always be certain to do good, be grateful, and stay humble. Bye.